Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? It's last minute sports betting with the Sports Nuts. Show us started, baby. Where's Mike at? Come on, Mike, you gotta go. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. All right. Mike will be here in a few minutes. I just had to start us off with that good music. That's right. I wrote that one too. A little bit of everything with me. Last minute betting with the Sports Nuts. Don't forget to click the links below. Sign up and click the links below for the sports books in your state. Makes you more a profitable sports bettor, folks. You got to do it. You got to be there. Also, the OddsJam program, the partner program, please click that link below and you will get 20% of any revenue that comes in from people that are using that link. Interesting afternoon in the tournament in March Madness. I'm not looking very good here with this Virginia Tech pick. I'm down by 13. I got 2. I took 2, but it just is not happening for me. I can tell you there. And there is Mike. Mike makes it to the show. Hey, at least you made it, huh?
Oh, absolutely, man.
So go ahead. Tell me how I blew it by not picking Texas, even though I did get Miami. Come on.
Well, that's a good pick. I'll give you that. I mean, I don't know why you didn't hammer Texas when you were told to. You didn't learn your lesson the first time yesterday, and that's fine. I think the Big 12 is showing right now, Bob, that they're pretty good, and there's a game tonight that I'm super intrigued by now, and that's the LSU-Iowa State game, because now I was really high on LSU, and I really do think LSU should win this game. But I'm nervous now because Iowa State is a Big 12 team. And I think by evidence of a team like Texas, this Iowa State team could be pretty good. And maybe the fact that we're not hearing anything about, Iowa State winning this game, maybe that's telling that we need to jump on board, huh?
You know what? I have no idea. I got LSU in a parlay. So they got to make it happen, or I'm going to lose. It's that FanDuel $25, guaranteed, risk free. So right now it's 68-55 with 3:32 left. Texas and Virginia Tech. We should have a final before we leave the air here. This is the perfect time for you and I to come in because it's right in between the afternoon games and the evening games. Villanova whipped up on Delaware. Auburn took care of Jacksonville State. Purdue beat Yale. Texas Tech throttled Montana State. My pick there, Miami beats USC. Ohio State beat Loyola Chicago. Notre Dame with the big Notre Dame over Alabama.
SEC not looking too good right now, and that's another worry for me in this LSU Iowa State matchup. Is I was high on the SEC coming into this a little bit, and they're showing right now. I mean, other than Auburn, of course, but come on, you can't really make a whole lot of that. So right now, the SEC is looking not too hot.
Now, I tell you what, guys get so streaky. So this Jones for Texas in the first half made 5 threes. Now he's got 19 points for the game. He hasn't really done anything since the first half, okay? But he sure was popping them threes. And you know what? Texas isn't even known to be a three-point shooting team, and Virginia Tech is. What happened?
You can throw all that out the window, and the reason why is because Texas coming into this tournament knew they weren't a great offensive team. It was obvious by the offensive sets they were running and the fact that they were running sets to get 3-point shots they've been working on that. They're aware of that. And obviously the fact that you faded their offense so much heading into this game, as far as your handicapping ability, shows that you don't really know what you're talking about then, because you took everything from the regular season and applied it to this one matchup, and you didn't even mention the fact that Texas has a really, really scrappy defense.
Oh, yes, I did. I mentioned it in my video. You're 199% wrong.
Well, I'm talking about to me. So,
and I am
video...
5. Hold on. Time out, Mike. Don't interrupt. I am 5-1 in this tournament so far in my bets. So don't tell me I can't handicap college.
I mean, here's the bottom line. Texas has turned their offense around. Texas has turned their offense around, and they have been able to find a way to now, I think, going forward, maybe not have to rely as heavily on their defense to be as locked down, because their offense, I mean, if you base it off today, they fixed a lot of problems that they've had, and I don't think it's luck. I think it's preparation, and I think it's obviously coaching goes into that. So come on, man, you've got to get credit where credit is due.
I'll give you the coaching, okay? When a guy gets hot from three and he's not known to hit 3-pointers, there's got to be, you know what they always said, in order to win a championship, you got to have a little luck.
Well, I mean, who's to say other things didn't set that up down the stretch anyway? You got to watch that whole game. Bottom line is Texas addressed their offense heavily, and it paid off. And I think that Texas is a team going forward now you have to look at, and a lot of these Big 12 teams, except I'm worried about Baylor in that North Carolina matchup. But
okay, let's move on. We got stuff to do here. NFL game. NFL news with Deshaun Watson. Mike, give me a break here, buddy. You got to work with me. No mouthing, no attitude. I get enough from you guys on OddsJam TV.
Man.
Okay, Deshaun Watson, okay? Looks like he's going to the Browns. He waived his no-trade clause. He hasn't signed on the dotted line yet, but that's where it looks like it's happening. Is he even going to play in the NFL?
I mean, it's going to take a while. And if you look at a lot of the similar cases that have happened like this, Ben Roethlisberger, Ezekiel Elliott, both of those guys ended up serving at least 6-game suspensions. So I think you're going to eventually, whether we'll have to see how this all plays out, obviously, but it looks like Deshaun Watson is definitely going to likely be able to return and be available to play, barring the NFL decides that they're going to take matters into their own hands and suspend him. If you look at by what they've done in the past, you're probably looking at about a 6-game suspension at least. So there's that, I believe. And even besides that, I think Deshaun Watson, I'm not sure right now. He's been out a while, and I'm not sold on the Cleveland Browns to begin with. I like Nick Chubb, good running back, but I'm not sure that this move was going to be the difference for that organization anyway.
Okay, in exchange for Watson and a 5th-round pick, Houston gets 3 first-round picks, a 3rd-round selection, and a 4th-rounder. I mean, they must have really wanted to get rid of, or Cleveland must have really wanted this guy bad. That's an awful lot to give up for somebody that you're not even sure how he's going to come back.
They're going to get something back with Baker Mayfield, obviously. So you'll have to assume that Cleveland will make up for some of those draft picks that they gave up to get Deshaun Watson. They will get some of those back with when they move Mayfield, unless they're planning on holding on to Mayfield, but he wants out anyway. So, I mean, how long are they planning on trying to hold on to him just to see how the Watson thing plays out? I think it's a disaster myself.
Yeah. Oh, no, I agree with you 100%. I think it is a total disaster. Gosh, I wish I would have picked up that 14.5 with Virginia Tech earlier. All right. But I didn't. We'll move on. It's just about over with, folks. And we'll be ready for the Illini game, which we're going to touch on here in a second. But in the meantime, I am going to share my screen, and we are going to look at the positive EV page on OddsJam. Let's look at a few things here, and let me get this changed. This is very cool, folks. You can put this in whatever state you're in, whatever books are there, they're going to show up. And it's great that you can do that. All right, Mike, were there any things on the positive EV page that stuck out to you? I like this Andre Drummond player points under 10.5 points. It has minus 105. The perfect line is minus 154, even though that is a very large 38 market width. It's a 10.71%. I think I'm going to hit that for $10 because I got to make up what I lost in that Virginia Tech game.
Yeah. I like Luka Doncic. We're going under 30.5 tonight. We're fading him for the under. I'm playing Philadelphia. I don't think he'll get that. You can find that on Barstool. Bet Rivers has that priced at minus 107.
Okay.
And I think that is a safe pick. And I'm going to go ahead and give my lock of the week.
Okay, hang on one second.
Lock of the day, Bob.
Lock of the day. Who said lock of the week? You did, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Lock of the night, Mike. What's your lock of the night?
We're going to go another NBA player prop, and we're going to go with player assists, and we're going to jump on Jaylen Brown, and we're going to hit the over 3.5, and we can find that on FanDuel minus 115. What? Okay. You're interrupting me.
I'm sorry.
Minus 115 on FanDuel.
Yeah, you see how I did that? I said I was sorry for interrupting you. Wasn't that nice? I'm not finding it here right now.
Yeah, and you might not. I've already got it embedded. And
okay, all right.
And hey, I'm also on board tonight with jumping on Julius Randle. Man, let's tail Julius Randle. Let's hit the over 9.5 rebounds, and we can get that on PointsBet and DraftKings for plus 100. The OddsJam perfect line for that was minus 127. And then let's also jump on him for the over 24.5 points, and we can grab that on Caesars for minus 105. And the perfect line for that was priced at minus 134. So I'm on board with jumping on Julius Randle tonight as well, man.
Okay. I'll jump on whatever you want me to jump on here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've added bets to the bet tracker, and we'll show you the bet tracker for those that aren't familiar.
And let's point out last night, the lock of the night did hit.
Mine didn't. Okay.
Well, that's all right.
So I don't know what to tell you. My lock of the night will come here in just a second after we talk about the bet tracker. As you can see, I just added the Drummond pick and the Doncic pick. They are pending. There's the stake. There's the amount. There's what sports book they are in. And over here, if you click this, it'll show you what my total profit is. I have $160 in pending bets today, Mike. I got a lot more going on than Virginia Tech and Texas, okay?
Okay.
Return on investment.
Some of us are eating pretty good off that.
Return on investment of completed bets, 2.4%. And this is your percentage of placed bets that beat the closing line value. Anything over 50%, and I'm at 59.3 is good. Profit over time. Sports book by sport, as you can see, hockey is numero uno for me. And by bet type, this is normal. Positive EV is numero uno. Okay. So let me give you my lock of the night. Okay.
Give it to me.
My lock of the night is the Calgary Flames. We're playing the Buffalo Sabres. They're at home in the Saddle Dome. Taking the puck line, minus 1.5. Book it.
Okay.
It's going to happen. All right. I got to have something good happen. I do want to do one thing. You and I just had this argument, and I know this had no impact on the game, but this is a problem that I have, and it's officiating in the NCAA tournament. Okay. So watching the Alabama Notre Dame game, and it's over. Okay. We know it's over at this point. Guy shoots a three. Now, when you shoot a three, the defender has to give the guy room to actually, follow through, legs included, okay? It's an obvious foul, okay? There's no way the guy's going to make the shot. The coach for Alabama is right there, and he's yelling at the official, that's a foul. And the official tees him up automatically. That's the kind of stuff that I don't like. If you're going to call the game, call it consistently. None of this, we're going to ticky-tacky here. We're going to let you play physical now. You do it through the whole game. It's called consistency. That is being a good official. Do you agree or not?
I mean, I agree somewhat, but I think that the officiating has been, okay so far. I think they're letting the guys play, and they're not making the call that kind of defines the game down the stretch. They're kind of staying out of that, and that's what everybody says they always want. And evidently, you're the only person in the world that wants something else. So,
how can I be the only person when all three people on the broadcast, including Avery Johnson, okay, who was a coach and a really good NBA player, said the same thing? That's a foul. It's a foul.
Okay, then it's a foul. They missed one call.
But why are you teeing up the coach when you?
What do you know what he said? Do you really know what he said, Bob?
He could say.
You don't care what he said?
It doesn't matter. You blew the call.
How doesn't it matter?
Because the blown call initiated the response.
But if you say something, that really has nothing to do with the game and are disrespectful in a way that the referee is like, man, come on. I don't see a problem with it.
Mike, you know as well as I do that we've talked to umpires and officials and what have you. You know these officials have thin skin. You know that's a fact. I think it's wrong that they do that. I don't like it. And I think the other thing I don't like is I don't like if you're going to let a guy lower his shoulder into a guy in one game, then you ought to be able to do it in another game. If it's an offensive foul, it's either an offensive foul or not. If you're going to call it consistently throughout the whole tournament. I don't think they do that, Mike.
Welcome to the game of basketball. That's all I can say.
Well, hey, dude, there's no worse officiating than in the game of hockey, okay? So I know all about bad officiating. But by golly, when you blow a call, and you should be going to the coach and saying, you know what, coach, I blew it. Sorry, I teed you.
Well, maybe he did. You don't know if he did or didn't, or you're just speculating at this point. So
whatever. I can't believe you, of all people,
I'm not of all people doing anything, man. I'm giving you my honest opinion about something I don't know about. I didn't see. I don't know what was said. I wasn't there. What do you want from me?
Wow.
What?
You, of all people. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, that's my rant. And that's what I'm going on. I don't think the officiating has been good in this tournament. I think it's very inconsistent. They got to call things, uniformly. Figure out what an offensive foul is. Very good. Look at that OddsJam cup there. There you go. Aren't those nice? OddsJam coffee cup. You want to know about them? Let us know. Get on oddsjam.com. Email us. Say, hey, how can we get those? And by the way, like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We need subscribers, as many as possible. We appreciate everything you guys do for us, and we hope you appreciate everything that we do for you. So with that, we will see you. We're going to do this weekend. Same time, same bat channel.
How about them Longhorns? How about them Richmond Spiders?
Let's go. Let's go, Illini. Come on, I got to get
Go Longhorns. How about them Longhorns, baby?
How about them Hurricanes?